All right, folks, we're here at the Fastnet. It's a Friday. We're in Newport, Rhode Island. What are we thinking about? We're thinking about soccer problems. If you have soccer problems, if you got pain in your heart, 508-505-1180. After training for the past 27 years, my biggest pain points, a lot of the problems I created for myself. And so one of them was bodybuilding. I spent too much time doing bodybuilder workouts, calling it soccer training. So I would justify it. I would say I look good. So in my mind, since physically I looked strong, I had a decent physique that made me feel confident. And then I would argue that since I felt confident, I would play better. But I knew that wasn't the truth for the longest time. And so that's why after I'm close to 10 years out from playing college soccer, and so this is what I'm doing now, and this is just what's left over. This is the farthest thing from a world-class routine, but this is what I would have told myself, this is what I would have shown myself as a freshman in high school, as a freshman in college, even as a middle schooler. This is something that this is a simple routine that you can learn, use, right? Using some simple tools. This is going to make you more effective because it focuses on the fundamentals. It respects the wisdom of the body. And so it allows you to raise your training intensity while staying super relaxed. A lot of players also don't know what to eat, right? There's times where you're not going to have the ideal. You're going to have to choose the best thing to eat with a limited selection, right? So the Fastnet, I was able to get a great breakfast. We were aiming for the Charles Poliquin diet. Charles Poliquin diet. He's got more gold medals as a strength coach than any other strength coach, dead or alive. And he says you want to aim for a local fruit, a variety of nuts, some protein of any sort, plant protein, animal protein, whatever, and then a healthy fat. So some avocado, guacamole, olive oil, something like that. So I think we got 1 out of the 4. We had eggs, we had over easy eggs, a sausage roll, and some beans. And then we went from most liquid to most solid. So we did water, coffee, water, espresso, eggs, beans, sausage roll, right? If you eat most liquid to most solid, you're going to digest more effectively. Another thing that we're trying to do is move after you eat, right? The man who takes 99 steps after he eats lives to 100, supposedly. So it's just about putting that food to good use. Maybe you train, maybe you move first and then eat. Play around with it. I think you want to avoid eating too late, right? Because eating too late raises your heart rate, right? Because it turns on your digestive system. You want your heart rate low before bed. So we're thinking about avoiding eating 3 hours before bed, avoid drinking 2 hours, then avoid the phone 1 hour. 3, 2, 1. And then right, so ideally you move after you eat, or you're moving around before you eat. So whatever works best for you, right? You gotta test it out. Another problem that I think most players have is, or the question I'm just seeing a lot of is, it's either anxiety, or they don't know what to do, or they want to be more effective in the game, or they want to make better decisions, and all those kind of stem from, I think, being relaxed on the ball so that you could get your head up and make better decisions, right? Especially you get somewhere for a tryout, for a game, and you get out of your head and into the ball, then it allows you to be more relaxed, right? If you get somewhere a few minutes early, get the ball up on the juggle, get the ball up on a dribble, you could kind of get the mistakes out. So right, it's not about not making mistakes. It's about being relaxed enough to recover when you do make a mistake and not taking your head out of the game mentally, or for the rest of the day or the rest of the week, thinking about a mistake you made over and over and over. It happens. Especially if you miss a game winner. You miss a game winner of some championship game, you could really beat yourself up about that. So it's what's important, right? In the last World Cup, players on each of the teams made lots of mistakes. So just staying relaxed through this warm up. You could call this a warm up. You could call this a training routine. We're just staying relaxed. We're thinking about sun protection, staying relaxed. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so what we're gonna do is first learn how to breathe. Right, I say this in almost every single video I make because this is one of the most important skills a soccer player can learn is breathing. 3 minutes without air, 3 hours without shelter, 3 weeks without food or water, give or take, you'd be dead. 3 minutes without air. That's why it's the most important thing. Right, so you want to breathe like this. You go. Right, if you take this test, you take a deep breath, your shoulders go up into the air. That's not good. Right, so take the test. Right, if your shoulders look like this when you breathe, then you want to switch to become a belly breather. Search Dr. Vranich, V-R-A-N-I-C-H, How to Breathe. It's a TED Talk. It's going to completely change your life because it's going to allow you to effortlessly improve your endurance and stamina since you're using less energy with your upper back and shoulders. And if you use your stomach, you'll improve your endurance and stamina. It's going to help you be more relaxed on and off the field in high pressure situations. It's going to massage your internal organs. It's going to take pressure off your spinal column. So for all those reasons, if there's only one thing you could take away from this video, this is it. Okay. Next thing you want to keep in mind is that soccer players are humans first, soccer players second. So if you can invest in an RMT rope, and an RMT rope is just a piece of rope as long as you are tall, right? Just a piece of rope where you could use a jump rope, you could use a towel cut in half long ways, I've used an extension cord, a power cord, you can use anything that will allow you to start to swing it, move, and breathe. And why this is so powerful is because it's so simple. You swing it, and you move, and you breathe. One-legged balance, you could get into your skips, right? Floyd Mayweather likes to go underneath the leg. You could go behind the back. You could get full range of motions in the shoulders. You're just moving and breathing. Then what you want to start to do is learn the alternating underhand sneak, which is this. And why this is so important is because it helps you get up. It teaches you to whip your hands down and pop your knee up, right? So boom, it's boom. Right, so the way you learn it is you underhand swing, you grab the elbow behind the back, then you grab the wrist, then you grab both handles, now you're doing double behind the back. Double behind the back turns into alternating, right, so it's here, it's here, it's here, it's here, it's here, and it's here. Here. Right, so I had to do this. It took me 3 days. 3 days, every spare moment I had. I had to practice this over and over and over. Because from here, you go here, here. And I'm someone who gets super frustrated very, very fast. But I have a light trigger, so I expect that I learn things way too fast. So you have to, if you're having trouble learning it, just drill this double behind the back over and over and over. Here, drill this, just drill it. And then it's so I noticed immediately when learning the alternating underhand sneak, my explosiveness improved, my balance improved, my running, right, it improves your running mechanics, my juggling, my dribbling, my passing, everything got better. And I don't know if it's placebo effect, but I swear to God, if there's a second thing you can take away from this video, this is it. Okay, so now let's see what it looks like in real life. Right, so if I get to the soccer field, let's say I have a tryout, I'm there. If I get a tryout, I'm there an hour early because I could do, you know, you're just getting the ball up on a juggle, super relaxed. You're hanging from trees or a pull-up bar to decompress your spine. You're just exploring different range of motion in a relaxed way, so that when you get onto the field, you understand where your body is in time and space. Smell the flowers. Smell the candles. Flowers. Candles. I like to get into one-legged balance. Right? They say balance, true balance is the time it takes you to go from one foot to the other foot when you take a step. So one-legged balance is something that I think a lot about when I'm training. Exploring, right? You got the runner's pose. You got this David Weck pose. You got a low squat. You get up on the toes and just staying relaxed. Flowers, candles. And this rope is beautiful because you could go from a high intensity to slow. Right, use it as a tool to catch your breath between exercises. I trained with former U.S. national team player Kia Zoltarnian, and in the first 10 minutes, I mean, he jacked our heart rate up. I was sweating profusely just at the warm-up, right? So you're going to start to raise your training intensity while staying relaxed. It's going to help you do more effective in games, right? They say bleed in training so that you just sweat in games or something like that, right? You got to raise the training intensity while staying relaxed, right? So you got to train hard in smart ways, and I think this RMT rope by David Weck, W-E-C-K, is one of them. Okay, so we're there, and then 3-ball rotation. I spent hours of time juggling it. What I wish someone would have told me is, if you rotate different size balls, you're gonna get a better understanding. You're gonna get a better first touch, right? Because it's going from just different balls will just respond. You'll respond differently to the ball, just the way it feels. So these are three balls that I could fit in my backpack. This is 3 balls you could fit in your training bag. You bring them everywhere you go, and you could really grow your game fast. So another thing I wish someone would have told me is juggling sequence. If you're looking for juggling inspiration, I don't think, you know, I haven't found a more rhythmic juggler than _ty.fitness_. He's got some of the most profound juggling sequences that you'll ever see. So if you're looking to elevate your game, take your game to the next level, search _ty.fitness_. So one juggling sequence I've been working on is 2 on the right, 2 on the left. Doesn't matter if it's quads, doesn't matter if it's feet, right? You gotta play around, and you want to play around with what you feel most comfortable, and play around with your strengths and weaknesses, right? So respecting your strengths and weaknesses.
How you doing?
Hey,
I'm Joe.
Andrew.
What do you got? Instagram post or something?
Oh, I just make soccer training videos.
Oh, get out.
Yeah.
I just was curious what you're doing.
Yes, sir.
I'm kind of nosy. That's
Yeah,
fine.
good.
All right, what's your name?
Andrew.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Good luck.
Thanks. Okay, so with the right foot, I'm sorry. So I, as a young player, a strategy that I realized that was effective, thinking back, was use your thighs first, especially if you're.
I'm sorry. Do you go on YouTube or something?
Oh yeah, everything. Yeah.
How do you get to it?
If you search soccer chef.
Soccer chef.
So I'm over. I do some shuck and oysters.
Okay.
So I like cooking.
Oh, right. And you do soccer stuff.
Yeah, I used to coach at Salve and I played at URI.
Oh, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, you're originally from
New Jersey.
New Jersey.
From New Jersey.
Sorry. I just asking.
So soccer chef, yeah.
Soccer chef.
Yes, sir. To right, I'm playing around with the thighs first because it's really going to help you train that spring, right? Get that leg up real fast, work on that your reflexes, and it's going to train your whole. It's a full body. Juggling is a full body exercise, right? It's whole body, and so right and the thighs are more forgiving than the feet. So just using the thighs. What I like to do is once the ball's at the thighs, if it pops down, then I'll just pop it back up to the thighs. Or if I'm juggling in the air. What's up, lady? If I'm juggling with the thighs and it drops down to the feet, I'll just pop back up to the thighs, right? So it's twos, flowers, candles. I gotta drink less. I'm getting tired too quick. Oh Lord. Okay. And then you go right into then you could go right into dribbling sequences. And if you don't know a good dribbling sequence, here are two of my favorites. So I would say pick one of these sequences and practice it for 60 seconds a day. So the first one that I grew up on is the Tom Turnbull dribbling sequence. It goes outside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, outside, inside, outside, inside. And you want to say this out loud as you're doing it. It's going to help you internalize it. There's this mind-body component. Speaking it, saying it, and doing it at the same time really will help you so that when you get on the field, you're just 60 seconds a day, builds a habit for 16 days straight. Outside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, 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 So in the beginning, you're gonna have to, right? You're very focused on, right? You're kind of zoomed in here, because in theory you don't know where the ball at your feet is well. But as you do this, as you do the Tom Turnbull dribbling sequence, what happens is you get a better understanding of where the ball is at your feet, and you can start to zoom out. It's like you can start to see your peripheries. It's your peripheral vision improves while you're training it. And I don't really think about this, but it just happens. Right? As your task familiarizes itself in the brain, right? Because once it's new, I want to say it starts on the right, and then once you master it, internalize it, and it becomes a part of you, then I want to say it shifts to the left. I'm only 96% certain about that. But right, so 16 days straight builds the habit. Outside, inside. Flowers, candles. And then what's going to happen is you're going to learn this pivot, right? You're going to be able to pivot on the ball very smoothly, right? I see a lot of questions. How do I dribble in a straight line? How do I beat defenders in 1v1? This is going to allow you to do that effortlessly, right? Because you're not going to think about beating defenders. You're just going to be able to dance around them in an effortless way. Okay, so then, right, so that's one circuit, that's one loop, right? It's movement, it's the base of, it's the foundation of moving, the foundation of breathing, and then on top is movement, and then it's juggling and dribbling. That's your pyramid, right? If you could get the breathing right, then everything else becomes easier in your life, and you could, right? It's like you could use the breath to just, right. The breath becomes everything. It's everything. So right, get the breath right. Okay. So I'm not preaching. Right, so that's one loop. So I see a lot of questions. How do I get fit for soccer? How do I stop? How do I prevent injuries? How do my stamina's poor, endurance is poor, or you're out of shape, right? You're eating not good stuff, you're not treating your body right, you're not getting sleep, and you're not training. So this is right. So this is one loop. So you could do it. You could run this back one more time if you want to. If you have more juice in the tank, right? So now we're back at it, right? With the rope, you get up on the skin. This exercise was inspired by Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar Ray Leonard, he didn't. Most boxers or most people, when they're using jump ropes, they go backwards, right? They jump through it, right? They're jumping up. With this RMT rope, Sugar Ray Leonard, with the jump rope, he would swing it side to side. had knee injuries, ankles, hips, right? If you feel weak in any part of your lower body, this is a low impact way to really help you improve balance, timing, rhythm, and coordination, which is everything, right? It's not about being strong, it's about being strong on the field. And if you can't be strong in training, then nothing else matters, right? It doesn't matter how much you can bench press, doesn't matter how much you can squat or deadlift. If you can't move pain-free, smooth on the field, understand where your body is in time and space, you're gonna get eaten up, you're gonna get eaten alive. Okay, so now back to juggling. Different size ball, right? We did this one juggling with it first, then we're gonna do tennis ball. Let's do tennis ball twos with the foot. Right, we did twos with the thighs. Now let's see if we can do twos with the feet. Two right, two left. See how many we can get while staying relaxed. Banger in the background. Whoa, whoa, now he's got it. Hey. Oh, I bonked the car twice, so I can't. 2 strikes. I don't want to make it a 3rd strike, or I'll be out of here or set this car alarm off. Okay, so then right back into right. So we did rope flow, juggling, dribbling. Then we did another loop. So it's rope flow, juggling. Now let's switch the size of the ball to dribble with. Now we're gonna do Fanta, Sista, Mickey dribbling sequence, which looks like this. It's step, step, behind the back, step, step, behind the back. Step, step, step. Step, 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 step.
Alright, what do we got over here? What's up?
How are you? Good to see you. I thought that was you. You're good? We're just doing for the kids, training, soccer training. What I wish I knew years ago before. Freshman year, high school, freshman year, college.
That's sick.
Yes, sir.
How they taking to it?
I mean, once or people, I'm trying to solve problems. If you have a problem, then you'll listen. If I tell you you're going to get better, they don't want to hear it because everyone's saying do this, get better.
Exactly.
But if they have some pain, so I speak right to that. Anxiety on the field, whatever.
I like that, man. That goes a long way. You know, as an athlete too, that's the little shit that makes you actually listen to somebody.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Nick.
You have to listen.
Hey, Nick, speed this up. A lot of them don't.
Get it going. Get it going. We got drinking to do. What are you getting into?
Not much. Just chilling out. I'm trying to figure it out, man. Are you jump rope king or what are you doing?
Something like that.
Are you a jump rope king?
No.
Because this guy said he can do more jump ropes in 1 minute. So I'm just like, I'm trying to figure out what said that. No. He said it though. So like, I'm here as a referee to count. And Nick, you go first, baby. You go first, baby.
I'm not gonna go. You just go. You go.
I don't even think this is not.
It's not even a jump. It's not a jump rope.
Oh no, because we can get this on.
That's not a jump rope though.
That's a jump rope. That's a jump rope.
You're your size. That's not even your size.
Yeah,
you're large. You're a large man. You need a bigger rope.
No, please pull over. Let's get count. I don't think I can even
No. Because with this one, you don't even jump through it. You just swing it, and it gets you quick out.
You just swing?
You just swing it, and as you swing it,
you jump.
Well, you understand where your body is. Right body's connected from fingers to toes. So as you swing it, you just breathe.
Okay.
So alternating underhand sneak. It teaches. It improves your.
I could never do that.
Yeah, you could. All you do is underhand swing first.
Yeah,
Underhand swing first. Elbow, wrist, handles. Then you just drill this one over and over and over. And then after you drill this for a few days, then you go here. Here.
Can I try that one time? I'm not going to do it.
So all you gotta do is master the underhand swing first. The opposite direction is a jump rope.
So backwards.
Yeah, backward swing. That's it. If you could do that, then everything comes from that. And just grab your elbow while you're swinging.
Just grab that. Like this?
Yeah, that's nice too. See, there's no wrong way to do it. If you just swing it and breathe, it all comes together.
I don't think we're going to get this. This guy's fucked.
Yeah, it's fucked anyway. I might have done some of that.
Did you fuck that foul?
Nah, I didn't. I hit it twice with my ball there. So I had to stop. But now try swing other hand. Swing other hand. Or you swing other hand.
That's
then
how you learn.
And get the hand transfers going. This is Sugar Ray Leonard. This is who it's inspired from, the boxer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So what are you doing? There's no way that's
I do soccer videos.
Oh, cool. This is a good man. Have you met? This is my boss friend.
What's up, man? Andrew.
Best friend, right?
Very cool.
Yeah. Very good guy. You know? Yeah. What does it look for? I just. Like, you guys want to go? Yeah. Oh, all right. Cool. How you doing? Hung out many times.
Benji's probably.
For sure from Benji's, but we're going outside
that's where I met you from. Menji's like 5 years ago.
You haven't been to Menji's for 12 years.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. You got that.
Yeah, you know Christian over there. He's not there anymore. He's not
real estate
anymore. I know you from back in the day. Yeah.
Yeah, you probably. Very good to see you, bro. Yeah. I didn't realize it was you over
here.
You
boys, don't work too hard.
Oh, good cost too.
No. What's the cost for?
Oh no, the cause is for just I'm trying to help these kids train. I'm doing what I wish I knew years ago.
He's actually doing action, not what you kind of like.
No.
Talking at the house.
All shit. No part.
Shark? Did you know Shark?
Do you know my last name was Fart?
People do call him that. That was my name.
Hey, stop. Hey, good to see you, bro. Seriously.
Okay, so now where we're at. Oh, the Fanta Sister Mickey.
Hello again. How's you been?
Good. How are you?
I met you.
I remember.
A couple years ago.
Oh, up there by Empire. Yeah. How are you doing? You're good?
I practiced Shaolin up there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not
I don't know what my rating is, but I try to, I'm 68, so I got to do something for the exercise. Good art.
Be here now, baby.
Yeah,
Okay. Decent.
bouncing on my head.
Out of this world. All right, dude. Okay, Fanta System Mickey. Step, step, behind the back. Step, step, behind the back. Right? Step, 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 step. And then why I like this sequence, because, well, let's take a step back. Dribbling sequences are so effective is because they're rhythmic patterns. Rhythmic patterns, it will allow you to not think about dribbling. And that's what you want. They did a brain scan of Neymar's head while he was dribbling, and it showed that it was not active at all. And you'd think the opposite, right? You'd think that it would be firing at all cylinders, but since he's so relaxed on the dribble, it's like he's doing nothing. So once you practice 60 seconds a day, either the Fanta System Mickey or the Tom Turnbull, just choose one and then do that one for a year. Right? They say the man who was a Bruce Lee, I fear not the man who practices 10,000 kicks. I fear the man who practices one kick 10,000 times. So choose Tom Turnbull, outside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, outside, inside, outside, inside, or Fanta System Mickey. Step, step behind the back, step, step behind the back, step, step behind the back, step, 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 step. Right, because with the Fanta System, you could pivot. It allows you to pivot in an effortless way, right? It's your and then the Tom Turnbull, the effortless pivot is it's outside, outside, inside, outside, right? That's the motion. The outside in, right? It goes. You're going out. You could almost do a 180, 360. You could almost do a 360 with the pivot, right? Outside, outside, inside, outside, inside. Right, so it allows you to turn without practicing turns in a relaxed and effortless way. And man, I am toast. So, and then if you got more juice in the tank, back to the rope, right? The rope transitions, it's a perfect warm-up, it's a cool down, and it's effortless. $10, you have a soccer gym in your pocket for the rest of your life. At your local hardware store, I got this one from West Marine. You ask them, can you please cut me some rope? And you want it a little bit longer than you are tall, because then you can start to play around with knots, right? Some people like to have some knots. Some people like no knots. Maybe you could do one side knotted, one side not knotted, and it just changes the way that your body relates to the rope. And that's it. That's like 27 years. That's just what's left over after 27 years of mistakes about thinking about how do we have more fun playing soccer, right? You kind of don't want to think when you're on the field. You just want to start operating and lose yourself, right? You want to lose yourself. You want to lose yourself in training, right? You don't have the game. All you have is right now. So if you can start to develop a joyful, effortless training routine, it doesn't matter if you're starting. It doesn't matter if you're on the bench. It doesn't matter if you're in all by yourself in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. If you can just lose yourself in an effortless and joyful training routine. Reach out with any questions, 508-505-1180. All right.